Welcome back to A Quiet Time with DJ Jazzy Jeff. That's me, Jazzy Jeff, the better half of Press Start to Start. Now, today, on this beautifully overcast Sunday afternoon, take a look. Isn't it beautiful? I thought I'd take a moment here and talk to you all about game demos. And we talked about this a little bit last week in our podcast, which you can listen to it at pressstarttostart.com or by searching for Press Start to Start on iTunes. But there was recently this kind of big article with the CEO of some major company, I can't remember who talked about how game demos, if you look at them, actually hurt sales. Mostly, like, just from a purely unbiased standpoint. If you have a poor game and an accurate demo, people aren't going to want to buy your game because it'll actually show what the demo is, or what the actual game is like. If you have a good game and an inaccurate demo, people probably won't buy your game because they'll think it's not that great. Basically, the only way to actually sell your game is to either have a bad game and an inaccurate demo, which is unlikely in that case, or to have a good game and an actually accurate demo, which we've seen happen before. Particularly memorable ones being the various Tony Hawk demos that have gone around. The Mass Effect 3 multiplayer demo was one that absolutely sold me on Mass Effect 3, and we talk about the demo, all the time. Well, we talk about the multiplayer aspect all the time. And countless hours that we've wasted playing it. In fact, I recently tried to figure out if the 360 actually keeps track of your time played, and apparently it doesn't, which is really sad, because it would probably be hundreds of hours. So maybe that's actually somewhat of relief. Because that would be maybe depressing, kind of like how Steam can be depressing. Like, I don't think I've played Team Fortress 2 that 500 hours. So anyways, right? Demos. I mostly was just thinking about it, the modern incarnation of today's demos is alphas and betas, really. I mean, we do encounter demos all the time. Like, and they do get released, and they, you can download them and try them out. They're all over XBLA and Steam and stuff. But nowadays, it, for some reason, is the fad to just dress it up and call it the alpha or the beta. And I mean, in many cases, it is that. It's a server test, or it's a bug reporting thing. For instance, I got into the MechWarrior Online beta, which was heavily a beta. There was a huge NDA. It said, like, do not tell other people about it or how it is. It will not be indicative of the final product. Please just test our servers and report any bugs you find. And I mean, it was a fun game, but it basically, because it was so heavily shrouded, I played it and I was like, well, this is pretty fun, and I'll wait till it actually comes out to give a good, real opinion on it. And to be honest, I haven't yet. But that's beside the point. But then you have the other side of the coin, which is, for instance, the SimCity demo, which is for the new SimCity coming out very soon, like next month. Heavily controversial because it requires the online component, just like Diablo 3 did. And while, yes, getting into the beta it is closed, meaning invitation only, there's very little fanfare in it. Like, they didn't even tell me I was in the closed beta until I went online yesterday, and it said, hey, the beta starts today. Be sure to download it and log in. And so I did, and played it, and you can read any other number of reviews to read how people feel about it, and I'm actually not quite sure on the NDA prospect of that there. And I was too lazy to look it up before this vlog. But here's the funny thing. It seemed pretty much feature complete. I did encounter like one crashing bug, and, it gave you the tutorial, and then an hour of free time of playing the actual game before booting you out and saying, hey, you should pre-order this game right now. It actually gives you a screen saying pre-order it. And it's funny, because even though it's a, It's obviously a server stress tool, which, as was evidenced by the first round of betas, which stressed the servers a little too much. Just, if it wasn't for the fact that there was a huge report a bug button on my main menu, it would have seemed like a complete demo, because the hour time limit, like a couple buildings and things that are locked out, and then at the end an ad saying, hey, you should buy this game, by the way. Which is kind of funny. If you're a beta tester, normally companies don't treat you like actual prospective customers. They treat you like QA, except that they don't actually hire. But SimCity gave me that and said, if you buy, you'll get $20 off of another purchase on Origin. And I thought it was hilarious. Which, and by the way, I finally caved to install Origin just to play the SimCity beta, which was pretty much entirely to talk myself out of buying it, which worked. I'm still not sure on that NDA thing, so I can't tell you more than that. But, I mean, then you look at MMOs like the Old Republic MMO or the Elder Scrolls MMO, which is a heavily advertised beta. You can see ads telling you to sign up for the beta now, all over. So, I mean, it's obvious the companies realized that betas essentially do work like demos, assuming that your beta is an accurate representation of the final product. Just like the demo thing. So it's funny that companies are so anti-demo nowadays, and yet betas are the new rising sales marketing technique. I like to assume that it's Minecraft that actually got people into this so far, because Minecraft is pushing all of these ridiculous fads all over video game land. In that Minecraft was, pay to get into the alpha now and get the game for free once it actually comes out. And it's a huge, that's a huge model that a lot of indie games now follow. But I wonder if that's, this whole beta thing as advertisement is the mainstream's, leeching off of that idea. So basically that's just what I've been pondering lately, what betas mean in the current context, and how betas nowadays just means demo that we may also be using as a server test. It's just funny, and something that I think about, demo, beta, how many more times can I say this? NDA, SimCity, MMO, peace out!